You may think that you're eating clean, but your diet's destroying your hormones. No matter how much protein you're eating, a diet that is correct for your testosterone and for your hormones is slightly different to the modern bodybuilder diet that you see. Modern food is designed to make you comfortable, not powerful. It's designed to make you lazy and feel good in the moment. Farmers used to eat real food. Now men eat plastic and they call it healthy. If you're tired and you're bloated or you feel flat, it's probably what you're eating, because you are what you eat. These are the three foods every day that is secretly lowering your testosterone levels. And testosterone is super important for everything got to do with being a man, like confidence, like drive, like assertiveness, muscle mass, fat loss, strength. And before I start the video, I want to say that I have a full course on how to optimize your testosterone levels to get it to elite levels. Go check out the link in the description. I remember a few years ago when I started to want to optimize my testosterone levels because I saw all the benefits it wanted, higher confidence, assertiveness, muscle mass, and I just wanted all of that shit. So I would research testosterone, and then it was talking about eating healthy, right? And that's one of the things that I thought I was doing right. And then I actually looked at my diet properly and I realized how terrible it is. You can't do it without coping. Now, before I used to cope, like, oh, this is not that bad for you. Like, oh, it's fine. It's just a sandwich. That's chicken. It's protein. It's good for you. But guys, if you want high levels of testosterone, you need absolute accountability in the foods that you eat. You can't cope thinking, oh, this is all right. It's fine. It's a one-off. No. One ingredient foods that are proven to be very good for your testosterone. And other than that, no. And what I'll do is I'll wake up, scroll on my phone, like a little Jeffrey, as what Hamza says. And then I would get a breakfast. And my breakfast, guys, would be some kind of like frozen or packaged food heated up. Or I would eat cereal. But the one thing in common with all of these things is it had a shit ton of seed oils, which goes into my first point. And after, I would eat any food that is high in seed oils. And even now, because sometimes I'll eat out at restaurants and they'll put seed oils in their food, right? And after I would eat them, I realized I'd get a sudden feel of just tiredness and fatigue, and I just want to stay still and relax. And this happened to me last week, and it just reminded me of how I used to feel when I would eat these foods every day with every single meal. I want you guys to try this. For a day straight, I want you guys to only eat foods that have no seed oils and no soy inside. And then the next day, I want you to go back either your normal diet, if you do eat the seed oils, or just eat a diet with seed oils. Or actually just eat one meal that is high in seed oils. You're going to realize you feel more tired and less energized now. The reason why it does this is seed oils increase the amount of inflammation in your body. And inflammation is what makes us feel that. And testosterone and inflammation have an inverse relationship. So the higher inflammation, the lower testosterone. Seed oils also contain a lot of omega-6s, which is basically what counteracts testosterone. And we want more omega-3s to counteract that ratio that has been so fucked because no one eats fish and everyone eats processed food. And I've realized as well, this is a side note, a lot of foods just have soy in it for no reason. I get a chicken sandwich, and why does it have soya protein inside? Everything has soya, and if you guys didn't know, soy has phytoestrogens, which basically mimic estrogen, increase total estrogen within the body. So you don't want to be eating soy protein. That is the worst form of protein you should be eating. So replace the soy with fatty animal proteins. Now, number 2 is processed carbs / a sugary kind of breakfast. And I don't want this to be like any other ordinary video talking about sugar and seed oils, so I'm going to be very specific here. Sugar is bad for you, yes, but if you go throughout your day eating very healthy and you work hard and you work out, at the end of the day having some chocolate is nowhere near as bad as you guys waking up and just eating, let's say, cereal. Because cereal has minus nutrition, literally no nutrition, has a shit ton of sugar and seed oils. So what that does is it increases the shit out of a hormone called insulin. And then the insulin crashes, which makes you feel tired. And when that insulin crashes, testosterone drops along with it. And the problem is that is not absolutely terrible when it's at night time, or like let's say it's later on during the day when you've done everything you need to. But it's so bad when you eat it, but you need the most amount of energy. You need a lot of energy in the morning and evening. That's when you get your shit done. So basically, it's not only just that sugar that's decreasing your testosterone, it's the energy dip you get that makes you do the things that lowers your testosterone even more. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it's like a domino effect. Eating the sugar is just like pushing down one domino, where it also does a lot of bad stuff, and in the end you end up being a soy boy. So when you eat breakfast, I'll recommend you guys for the first few hours of the day, don't eat anything. But if you don't want to, fine, eat your breakfast. But when you eat your breakfast, make sure it's good quality foods. Like, for example, I eat eggs that's cooked in butter. I have some cheese, milk, foods like that. If you're going to eat carbs, eat real carbs like potatoes and fruits. Now, number 3, and to end it off, and I'm guarantee you, most of you guys don't even realize, but it's actually increasing your estrogen levels a lot. And that is plastics and BPA. I follow the Pareto principle. What that is you do 20% of the things that get you 80% of the results. So I'm not going to tell you guys, cut off everything plastic, because I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes when I'm not home, I do drink plastic water bottles like this, and it is bad for you and it is estrogenic. But if I'm going to do that, then I have to replace everything, get reverse osmosis water filter, which you can get as well if you have the money, get a stainless steel bottle, all of that. But if you guys want to but you can still have extremely high levels of testosterone without doing that. But what some of you guys don't understand is, when you get these packaged foods, and when I say packaged foods, let's say like a pie or something, or chicken tenders and chips that's already pre-made but it's frozen. When you, let's say, put that in the microwave or heat it up, that's already in all of that BPA and microplastics. And then when you heat it up, the effect gets 10 times worse. Way worse than before. So any kind of plastic in heat, it gets even worse. So let's say I have this water bottle when I just bought it. It's still gonna have some estrogenic effects. But then if I leave it in the scorching sun for a couple of hours or for a day or whatever, and I come back to drink it, the plastic effect is going to be way worse because it leaches into it. So if you're still going to use plastic, make sure you don't actually heat it up, or it's not heated up by accident. Let's say you leave it in the sun for too long. Before I end the video, I want to say that I have a full blueprint on how to optimize your testosterone levels to get it to elite natural levels, which every single man can. Go check out the link in the description if you're interested, or you could go watch my other 3 videos where I talk about these kind of things. That's been Team TMS, Testosterone Muscle Strength. Bye.